You have to print out all the documents, and please, when you print it out, print it in a colored pages. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dinma, and today I'll be talking about how you can move to Spain alone as a student or with your family as a student. So the first process is going to check out for schools. You just go to Google, type schools in Spain, and you see a list of schools in Spain. So you start going to each of the schools' websites. When you go to their website, then you check out by now you must have known the kind of like maybe programs you want to go for. So you start checking for those programs in those schools. When you check for the program, you check for their tuition, you check for every requirement, if you're eligible to apply, if their tuition is affordable for you, and every other thing. So if you check all these things and maybe you get a school and you get a program that you are eligible for and you can go for, which you can afford, then you start applying. So the first step to start applying to schools is that you have to authenticate your documents. You have to authenticate your certificates. And the way to authenticate your certificate is to go to the Ministry of Education in your country. I'm talking most especially from Nigeria. You go to Ministry of Education to authenticate your documents. There are step by step. There are new updates which I have updated on my videos. So just go to my videos. You see new updates from Ministry of Education, even the step by step on how to authenticate and legalize your documents from the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which I filmed. So just go watch them and it will be easier for you. So when you authenticate your documents, your certificates, then you can apply to the schools. So when you apply to this school, so as for if you're going for BSc, you know what you authenticate is your WAEC. So what if you are going for masters and PhD, you know, for masters you authenticate your BSc, then for PhD you authenticate your master. So these are the steps. So after authenticating, then you have to legalize your documents. Legalization of documents is done in the embassy, so it has to be done in Spain embassy. So have it in mind that authentication of documents is done in Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then legalization is done in the embassy, which is Spain embassy. So just go watch my videos so that you will be informed and you will know what to do about authentication and legalization. And I need to state is that you don't just go to the embassy to legalize your documents. You have to book appointments. So booking of appointment is done on their website. So I'll talk about how to book appointments. So but before you go to the embassy to legalize your document, you have to book an appointment. Do not forget that you can't just walk into the embassy and legalize your documents. The legalization of the documents in the embassies is done. You have to legalize your degree, your certificates, your transcripts. If you are going with family, your marriage certificates. You pay for legalizing your documents in the embassy. In Spain embassy, to legalize the document, you pay, I think in Nigeria it is 18,500 per page. So if you are legalizing, maybe let me say your transcript, and your transcript is 5 pages, so just know you pay 18,500 for times 5. That's 18,500 times, because you legalize each page. So 18,500 times 5 for just only transcript. You've not talk about legalizing marriage certificates, degree certificates, a BSc certificate, if it's WAEC certificate, all those things. So have that in mind, that it was, I can't state if it is still the same price. It was 18,500. I don't know how much it is presently. The next document you need is your medical certificate. Please, if you want to do a medical certificate for this Spain embassy, do not go to private hospital to do this. They don't take that. Please go to a public hospital, like in Nigeria, I call it general hospital. Go to general hospital, government hospitals, which is called general hospitals. Go and get your certificates from there. Go and do their test and everything, or go and meet a doctor to verify that you are free from any kind of communicable disease. Or if you meet most of these doctors, they know what to do, they know what to state. So you just meet them, tell them they should state that, they must state that, they must state that you are free from any kind of communicable disease or any kind of serious diseases or sicknesses. Most of these hospitals, they got the doctors, they are aware of what to state, what to write them. Just go there and tell them that you're using it for embassy. For Canada and UK, and I think Switzerland and some other countries, they use this IOM hospital. I think they use this IOM with one other, there's one other hospitals that is internationally recognized. So maybe you can use such kind of hospitals that are internationally recognized. These hospitals that these countries use, US use these countries, these hospitals. It's not hospital per se, but I think it's like their only function is just to check, to carry out tests and everything. So just use this IOM, and I've gotten the other one. When I remember it, I'll put it down on the screen. So look for that, look for those hospitals. I think that is the best option you can use, those ones. Or if you don't have the money for those ones, you can go to a general hospital and require for it. But I think it is better you go to these ones because they will put down the list of things that are required for the visa application. So maybe use them, or you use the government hospitals, but please don't use private hospitals. It is not acceptable. Another thing you need to note is that all documents must be translated to Spanish. All your documents must be translated, both your bank statements, your accommodation letter, your admission letter, your travel medical reports, police reports, marriage certificate, everything. Your birth certificate, your wife, your spouse birth certificate, your children birth certificate, every document that you are to submit, please, you must translate them to Spanish language. And that should not be an issue, you looking for who to translate or going to meet anybody to translate it. No. If you go to the Spanish website, you see list of authorized translators that they accept their translation. So you just go to their website, click on one of them, send email to the translators, tell them that you want to translate your documents to Spanish language and you want to use it for visa application, and they will definitely tell you step by step on what to do, documents to submit, and they will tell you the fee to pay and every other thing. Then when they have translated your documents to Spanish language, you then have to photocopy all the documents, and that's, you have to print out all the documents. And please, when you print it out, print it in a colored pages. Don't photocopy it black and white or print it black and white. Please print it in colored pages. As they send it to you, as they translate it and send it to you in colored pages, please print it in colored pages. I don't print to black and white to submit. You submit the colored pages of these translated documents. Please take notes. After you've gathered all these documents, then you have to book appointment. Booking appointment is done via email. Go to their website, you will see an email. You see step by step on what to do, but I'm just giving you a guide on what to do. So when you get there, you see the email. When you email them, you state that I have done legalization, I've authenticated my work, I've gotten admission, everything, and I want to apply for visa, and I'm to resume on the 15th of June or any the date you're supposed to resume. Go to the website, you see everything that you need to state in the email. So when you state that in email and send the email, they will get back to you, and getting back to you is to give you appointment date for your visa. So the next thing now is your visa application. So that's going to the embassy. So when you are going to this embassy, you have to go with your documents for this visa application. And remember, you are going with your original documents and with your translated documents, and also with your authenticated documents. Just every document, separate them. separate them in different files. Say your authenticated documents, your original documents, and then your translated documents, because nobody will be taking your original documents, and it's so that it won't be difficult for you. You just need to have 3 files. So you will get there and start arranging, bringing your original, say no, this is my original. You will just look scattered and disorganized. So arrange them in 3 files: original documents, translated documents, and authenticated documents. So all these documents, arrange them this way and then go with it, so that once they say bring your authenticated document, you go to the file and bring them. That's all. You have to get a passport photograph, and this passport photograph, they have a dimension. I can't remember what size. You know, all these embassies have the specific dimensions they need in each passport. So when you go to their website, check for it and go take a passport photograph of that dimension. You also need to come with your visa application form. Go to the website, download the visa application form, fill it, and then you go with it for submission. Also have to go with your accommodation letter, your bank statement. Please don't forget your bank statement. Go with your physical cash for visa application, please. I don't know how much, if they change their visa application fee every now and then, so I can't state the exact fee. So search for it on their website and go with physical cash. And for those moving with their family, so you know, when you're moving with your family, remember you have to authenticate your marriage certificate, your birth certificate. If you're going with your spouse birth certificate. If you're going with your child's birth certificate. If you're going with your children's birth certificates. All of them need to be submitted. So before that, you have to then remember to authenticate and legalize them. And also the proof of fund needed for you as a student is 585 euros times 12 months. So just type 585 times 12. So any amount it gives you, that is what you need to submit as 1 year proof of fund. Then if your spouse is going with you, then your spouse own proof of fund is 480 euros times 12. That is 480 times 12. 1 year proof of fund. Then for your child, if it's a child going with you, the proof of fund for a child is 300 euros times 12. If they are children, 300 euros times 12 for one child, 300 euros times 12 for another child. So what you just need to do is 585 times 12, maybe it's giving you, let me say, 15,000. 480 times 12 giving you 5,000. Then children, 300 times 12 giving you, let me say, 1,200. So you just add the 5,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,200. If the children are 1,200, 1,200, you know, add it up, then convert it to your currency. That is the amount of money that needs to be in your account for proof of fund. So you need to calculate these things very well, and be sure of it. If you have scholarship, full scholarship, good for you. But if you don't have, if maybe you have partial scholarship, so deduct the scholarship from this total amount you're supposed to have. Then the remaining one, you need to have it in your bank statement. Please not ignore these calculations and just put any amount of money. No, please make sure the amount needed is in your account, and be sure of giving nothing less than a 3 months, 6 to 3 months statement of account. So guys, I wish you all the best, and I hope you do the correct thing and then get the visa that you have prayed and wished for. Thank you guys. We've come to the end of this video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you have any question for me, please put it down in the comment section. I will be ready and available to respond. Bye guys.